Hey guys, this is Hyper. How are you all? Do you want to buy games at cheaper price? Then you should go and check Game IBO. Use my coupon code HYPERGAMING to get 3% discount when you're ordering anything under 65 euros. Links, coupon codes and other details are in the description below. Let's face it, being quarantined during the currently ongoing COVID-19 pandemic can kind of suck. Sure, you can work from home and hang out with your family while maintaining proper social distancing practices, of course. But what if you want to keep in touch with any friends or relatives who aren't in the same house as you? Well, that's why gaming, particularly co-op gaming, can prove to be an invaluable resource. There are hundreds of games you can play with others across many different platforms. And in some cases, you can play together even if you have a different gaming device than your friends. We have listed 10 excellent online co-op games spread across a number of different gaming platforms and genres. Whether you enjoy shooters, open world games, science fiction, fantasy RPG, adventure games, or racing titles, this list should help you find a game you and your friends can play together despite the distance that separates you. So the first game from the list is Rocket League. Sure, you technically drive cars around in Cynic's excellent online car soccer title Rocket League. But don't let that put off any of your friends who normally don't care for more traditional racing games. In Rocket League, the goal is to use your cars to speed, slide, flip and barrel roll around an arena so you can smack a large ball into the enemy team's goal. Rocket League's high-speed gameplay components and gravity-defying physics system allow for some truly insane plays and trick shots, ensuring you and your friends will have a good time even if you are not consistently winning. Best of all, Cynic's long-term advocacy for full cross-play support means that players on PC, Xbox One, PS4 and Nintendo Switch can all play together. So no matter which platform your friends have, they can absolutely play Rocket League with you. No Man's Sky. Hello Games' ambitious space exploration sim No Man's Sky had a bit of rough launch back in 2016. But since then it has only gotten better thanks to the major multiplayer content updates Hello Games has released over the following months and years. Today No Man's Sky boasts a number of impressive new features it didn't have at launch, including VR support, underwater exploration, in-depth base building, and online co-op multiplayer. No Man's Sky can admittedly be a little difficult to get into since it has a much more slow and technical pace than most other games. However, if the thought of just going out and exploring limitless number of strange alien worlds with your friends intrigues you, Hello Games' debut title definitely nails that fantasy and then some. Here comes the Fortnite. Epic Games' massively popular online shooter title Fortnite is obviously best known for its Battle Royale mode, but it's still worth checking out even if your friends don't care for the whole Battle Royale format. Some folks might remember that Fortnite originally launched as a co-op based building survival game, and that co-op experience has since been spun off as a separate Save the World game mode, which operates independently from all of the Battle Royale stuff. Unfortunately, while Fortnite's Battle Royale component is free to play, Save the World requires the purchase of a Fortnite Founders Pack, the cheapest of which is $40. Also, while Fortnite supports crossplay and cross-progression across PC, Xbox One, PS4 and Nintendo Switch, Save the World currently isn't playable in the game's Nintendo Switch or mobile versions. If you want to play Fortnite with your friends but you don't want to shell out for the Save the World mode, your best option is to stick with the Battle Royale client. The silver lining, though, is that the game's expensive creative mode is also included in the F2P Battle Royale version, allowing you and your friends to create your own custom maps and modes to play together. So the upcoming game from the list is the Sea of Thieves. Rare's lovely goofy pirate simulator Sea of Thieves was made to be played with a group of friends. Yes, you can technically sail the high seas as a solo pirate. But the game's true magic lies in its ability to give groups of players the tools necessary to live out their craziest pirate Stygian adventures. Over the years since its launch, Rare has also been expanding Sea of Thieves with new explorable regions, social features such as playing instruments, and even a structured arena PvP mode for those who would rather focus solely on the game's thrilling ship-to-ship player battles. If your friends aren't quite so cutthroat, you can also have plenty of fun just sailing around and completing contracts for various NPC functions or doing what pirates do best, hunting for treasure on remote islands. The pirate's life may not be for everyone, but if your friends group is the sort of that enjoys creating their own spontaneous fun in the moment, Sea of Thieves is one game you should absolutely check out. The next game is Warframe. In the term science fiction, especially just sounds at all interesting to you, by all means keep reading. Warframe is a free-to-play science fiction action combat game that's been around for many years now, and it's honestly one of the slickest, coolest looking games in the entire F2P market. It's also a heck of a lot of fun to play. Developed by Digital Extremes, Warframe has built from the ground up with online co-op in mind. Players can pick from a roster of many different frames, especially character classes with different looks and abilities, arm their frame with dozens of different firearms and melee weapons, and engage in a wide range of different cooperative mission types. Warframe is also very fast-paced, allowing players to partake in ballistic bullet dodge gunfights, tease melee scrums, and acrobatic platforming involving wall runs and double jumps. Warframe's only major detractor is that it's also incredibly outbased and complex, throwing so many different systems, subsystems, currencies, and ancillary mechanics at the player that it's hard to not to feel overwhelmed and lost even after sinking dozens of hours into it. Still, if you want to just jump around with your buddies and fighting space baddies and looking incredibly stylish while doing so, Warframe is certainly worth checking out, especially since it's F2P. The one and only Minecraft. If you're looking for a more laid-back experience where you and your friends can just chill and build stuff at your leisure, there's really no substitute for developer Mojang's insanely popular building title Minecraft. Thanks to many years of post-launch support is received, the boundaries of what you can do in Minecraft are really only limited by your imagination. If you want to just kick back your butts and collaboratively build a castle, a village, or if you're feeling really ambitious, an entire city, you can. If you want to see how long you last in the game's survival experience, that's fine too. There are dozens of different maps, server types, texture packs, and pre-made realms for players to explore, ensuring that you and your friends will find something to like regardless of your individual taste. Minecraft might not be best fit for players who prefer to have lots of structure and or pretty graphics in the games, but if your group finds satisfaction in the simple process of creating something together, it's absolutely worth giving a shot. The popular Rainbow Six says. There's certainly a place for first-paced online shooter games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Overwatch, but such games can also be off-putting for players who prefer a more traditional boots on the ground. If you and your friends grew up on tactical shooter experience like SOCOM, Ghost Recon, or even the original Rainbow Six games, Rainbow Six Siege is still very much worth giving a try despite its heavy emphasis on PvP and competitive esports. Siege can admittedly be a little intimidating thanks to its dizzy and ever-growing number of different playable operators, but developer Ubisoft has also taken great pains to ensure new players to have plenty of in-game resources to learn the ropes at their own pace. Plus, even though it doesn't really get any attention from Ubisoft these days, the game's Tourist Hunt mode offers an incredibly tense and tactical co-op experience that you can play either with random match-made strangers or in a private squad with your friends. Buying into Siege can get expensive depending on how many operators you want to have immediate access to, but even the game's default starter edition is worth investing in if uber-realistic tactical co-op gameplay is what you and your friends live for. Now we have the Red Dead Online. If Sea of Thieves Pirates Fantasy isn't your jam, how about riding the plains as a rough and stumble cowboy? As its name implies, Red Dead Online is the online multiplayer component of Rockstar Red Dead Redemption 2, providing a zany and chaotic open-world experience which perfectly juxtaposes the game's more serious and weighty single-player story. Much like the GTA Online portion of Grand Theft Auto 5 before it, Red Dead Online plays host to a number of different structured and unstructured activities for players and their possessors to participate in. You and your friends can engage competitive shootouts and horse races, complete PvE missions on various NPCs, sit down for a game of poker, and even posture structured specialist roles and their associated business ventures like Moonshiner or Bounty Hunter. The hectic online worlds of both Red Dead Online and Grand Theft Auto Online can be a bit much to take in at first, especially if you run afoul of more experienced players looking to cause some havoc. With a few buddies watching your back, though, these digital playgrounds can also be a heck of a lot of fun no matter your preferred playstyle. Dauntless. Working together with your friends to take down a terrifyingly massive beast sure sounds like a great bonding experience, doesn't it? If you agree, you will do well to check out developer Phoenix Labs' free-to-play MMO games Dauntless. unlike some other MMO games which involve complex fetch quests, grindly repetitive tasks, and arcade gameplay mechanics. Dauntless distills the appeal of the MMO genre down to its essentials by offering players to easy to understand yet still highly replayable gameplay loop. Go out, hunt, slay large monsters. Use the slain monsters' materials to forge new gear, hunt bigger and tougher monsters, rinse and repeat. At first blush, Dauntless may sound awfully similar to Capcom's Monster Hunter series, but as anyone who's played a Monster Hunter game can attest, they don't tend to be too newbie friendly. Dauntless on the other hand offers a much more easily accessible monster slaying experience that's well suited to group play and also deep enough to encourage long-term investment. Borderlands 3. Looter shooters have become a genre of their own, and there's really isn't a gaming property out there that's nailed that looter shooter feel quite like Gearbox's Borderlands series. Borderlands 3 defines what made the earlier Borderlands games so great, namely the shooting mechanics, razor-sharp humor, and naturally the mountains of loot, while also layering on new RPG features and other subsystems to bring it more in the line with modern gaming taste. As with some other games on this list, Borderlands 3 is technically playable solo, but when you have got a few friends to loot and shoot with, that's when the real magic happens. You'll be especially well off giving Borderlands 3 a shot on PC since it recently gained cross-play support across its Steam and Epic Store versions, thus massively boosting the game's total play community. Even if any of your friends prefer consoles, though Borderlands 3 will give you a never-ending supply of incentives to work towards while also eliciting a few laughs along the way. So I hope that guys you have liked this video. If you like this video, obviously like, share, subscribe and comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any suggestions, please let us know in the comment section below. See you soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe, be happy. This is Hyper signing off. Goodbye.